All right, Shalom. I'd like to start off by saying, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Harakah Kodash Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone, my elder Heroin as well. Salutations to the argument that pushing the truth, the sincerity, and truth, and peace and blessing to the men and women and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, I'm Kanak Sha'an by Yashala from the Lions Den of Yashala camp. This is another Lions Den news and prophecy. And this one reads, it says, North Korea threat sparks terror alert, right? So now there's terror being sent out amongst the earth, right? These plagues is bringing terror on the people, on humanity, and it's being brought forth by the king of terrors, man, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. All right, Lord willing, this lesson to edify and serve the purpose for the hopeful elect, the ones that truly believe in the name of Yahweh Shai. So what does that mean? That means simply that, the once fearless man that didn't fear anything, that thought he would never see any widowhood, is being terrorized by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and that's Esau, right? Esau placed himself up as being a god, right? And now Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is going to show the whole world that he's just a man. What is saying in Isaiah 14? Is this the man that made the earth to tremble? Is this the man? All right, so first, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is sending these nations at Esau, right? And then just when Esau done felt like, he didn't have enough, then Yahweh Shai gonna show up. It says, the article says the South Korean government raised the terror alert levels at 5 overseas mission on Thursday, citing the possibility of attacks by the North. The foreign ministry in Seoul ordered evaluated threat monitoring at its embassies in Cambodia's capital, Phnom Penh, Laos capital, Vientiane, and Vietnam's capital, Hanoi. Warnings were also sent to its consulates in Vladivostok in Russia's Far East, and the Xinjiang in northern China. The diplomatic missions are warned after a government counterterrorism committee was briefed on a recently acquired intelligence link to North Korea. The ministry said in a notice on its website without elaborating. It says South Korea has a 4-category terrorism alert system. The decision to raise the levels by 2 classifications to the 3rd highest from attention to alert indicated a strong possibility of terrorism, the government said. All right, so North Korea is making moves over there that's terrorizing the people over there, and that's what it's going to do. Who's going to have to get involved? America. All right. It says also Thursday, South Korea's National Intelligence Service disclosed that Kim Jong-un's regime had dispatched agents to China, Southeast Asia, and to Middle East to surveillance South Korea's mission and select targets for acts of terrorism, according to the Korean Jonyoung Daily newspaper. It says, last week, the NIS said that the states-backed cyber hackers funded by Pyongyang successfully infiltrated South Korean defense contractors, stealing sensitive technical data. South Korea is a major weapons developer with global contracts for advanced fire aircraft, warships, and heavy artillery. The United States, this is the point, the United States, which is treaty bound to defend South Korea, all right, redesignated the North and state sponsor of terrorism in 2017, having previously taken the regime off the blacklist to ease nuclear non-proliferation talks. In 1987, a South Korean investigation said agents from the North were responsible for the mid-air bombing of Korean aircraft 852, which killed 115 passengers and crew. All right. So now, going back to the point where the United States is treaty bound to defend South Korea, right? So there's a lot of allies that, the United States are bound to defend. South Korea, Taiwan, Ukraine, Israel, right? So this dude is seeing it. America is seeing it on every side. Esau's seeing it on every side. Because Esau is the common denominator in each one of those wars. It says, Shlakia. All right, it says, North Korea says it strongly opposes to terrorism. Its embassy in Beijing did not immediately respond to the written request for comment. Inter-Korean relations remain a low point, with Kim ignoring UN Security Council resolutions to continue a series of provocative ballistic missile tests this year. North Korea state media outlets also have increased their saber rattling in the lead up to the United States presidential election later this year. Earlier this week, the NIS warned of possible North Korean terror attacks using drones and paragliders tactics employed by pro-Palestinian Hamas militant group in Israel last October. South Korean intelligence also pointed to the illicit trading of arms between Pyongyang and Hamas, its annual report said. All right, so this is stirring up a lot of things in what they want to call global security. And this is bringing terror to who? Esau. And it's being brought forth by the king of terror, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. All right? Let's get some scriptures to Job 18:5. It says, yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. Who is the light of the wicked? The Ur of the Chaldees, America. This is the capital of Babylon, man. Babylon the Great, the land of the Chaldeans. Idumea. All right? So the Lord is putting this light out. Because all these conflicts are going on throughout the earth, across the globe. There's only one common denominator that's involved in all of them. That's the United States of America. It says, the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. Right, because guess what? It said, these shall turn and hate the whore. So all these nations that are the nation that founded the system that founded America, and these nations that America has allied to that they're supposed to be protected, are going to turn against this place, man. All right, it says, for he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. Right, and ultimately because that net that is cast before him is war, and really ultimately nuclear war. That's that net. That's that snare that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai set up for America. All right. It says, verse 9, it says, the jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Right. And what does it say? What is it? Jeremiah 51, it says, I have laid a snare for me, and thou wast not aware. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou hast not aware. Right. So, by them bringing nuclear warfare into nuclear weapons into warfare with Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that was a snare. That was a trap set up for Esau, set up by Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. So the snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Verse 11, it said, terror shall make him afraid on every side. And that's what we're witnessing. All these nations either rising up against America or pulling America into a war. All right. It says, terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. Right. and that's what you're witnessing happening. They're gonna have to stand up. They're gonna be driven up to the feet. They're gonna have to fight on multiple fronts. They're gonna have to protect these other nations that they're allied to. Ultimately, in the end, they're gonna get turned against, and America's gonna be ultimately destroyed, man. All right, verse 12, it says, his strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin, and even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength, man. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and shall bring him to the king of terror. So after these other nations rise up against America and they start beating America to death, right? Then when America feels like he ain't got no fight left, then Yahweh Shai is going to show up and cause these nations to come together and fight against him. You know? But just when they thought America's going to think it's all going to be over, here comes Yahweh Shai showing up, man. So the Lord is sending terrorists around about America, but then going to show up as the king of terrorists. So there's no terror that America, the United States, Esau's going to be petrified, like scared out of his mind. But then ultimately that he ain't really seen nothing until Yahweh Shai shows up. That's when the real fear is going to come upon him, man. All right. So that's what we're witnessing, Lord willing. This lesson was edified and served its purpose for the hopeful elect, the ones that truly believe in the name of Yahweh B'Shem, Yahweh Shai, that are watching these times diligently within themselves, understanding when they see these things come to pass, we know that our salvation is nearer than what we once believed, man. All right. I want to say Kal, Halayim, La Yahweh, B'Shem, Yahweh Shai, B'Shem, Harakah Kodash, Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and my elder Herawan as well. Salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth, the sincerity, truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh B'Shem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.